On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got his man. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and
keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
At the 35, he's open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To throw, it's Aldridge. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And they break the seal on the scoring.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down.
Offense being aggressive. They go for 2 early in the game on the first drive, and they don't come away with the points now. How's that going to impact the game?
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Bowls his way forward. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play.
Make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense
nothing but green ahead. He's inside the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Aldridge. He's got him in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line. The give from the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And they go back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. RPO complete to open the drive. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling.
Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're... I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to pass. It's Aldridge. He's right on target. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete on the right side.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. Listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. That is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Can anyone catch him? The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Ellington. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. So much easier for his quarterback.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Aldridge. Flushed out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Trying to get to... Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking in the football, going up and making the INT.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass on second down. Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give him the lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum? That would have been the way to do it. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Returner brings it out to the 19.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the gun, the running back has it.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Missouri 15.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's Aldridge. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. I'm trying to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And
they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I Got to stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
The defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a 1st down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Ballman. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. After the big 1st down.
Came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a second.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Running back goes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? You got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this.
Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes his connection. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too... within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. The Ducks hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got his man on the right. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Got his man quickly. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.